What up guys, welcome back again, and today we'll be continuing down the Grim Grease water-based line and really just finishing that off. Because yesterday we looked at the medium hold, and so today we'll be looking at Grim Grease heavy hold. And so taking into account this pomade is not available yet. This one will be released on September 17th, so we're not looking at this upcoming Thursday, but we're looking at the Thursday following that. So it'll be available then, but today we can go ahead and get like a kind of an early view of this pomade, because from what I've tried it out for this entire like kind of week before this review, it's a fucking solid pomade. So I'm excited to show it to you guys, and here's kind of like an inside look, a sneak peek before it's actually released. So like any other review though, we'll go ahead and start off by looking at the jar. This is it right here. This is Grim Grease water-based heavy hold. Now, I was also told that this might go through like a label revision, so we kind of got to take that into account, because it does say right here that this is a 4-ounce jar, and we obviously know that's not the case. And obviously, this is not the actual like size pomade you'll be getting. I mean, this is like a sneak peek before like the actual product comes out. So what we're going to really concentrate on is just really how the product itself looks. And so I have actually two different jars, both this blue one and a pink one. I just want to show you guys this blue one, but I'll probably end up using the pink one to style with. But as you can see, it looks similar to like the medium hold. Really also looks smooth, but definitely when you scoop it out, you kind of see that it is like a thicker paste, and you kind of see like the lifted edges that really like denote that it's like a thicker product. So let's go ahead and start using it. So in all honesty and truth, I don't know how to describe the smell of this pomade. It has like a kind of sweet, but still like this like smokiness to it. And like, I purposely didn't ask Francisco what the smell was, because like, I wanted to try to figure it out myself, and I still don't know. I mean, it's like a pleasing, semi-fresh and like sweet, but like smoky like type of smell. So that's the blue one. But what we'll be styling with today is the heavy hold, but like the pink one. And this one is like a straight up strawberry ice cream. It's been a long time since I've used like a sweet like candy smelling like type of product, so I did want to go ahead and try this one out. But yeah, it has like a sweet candy like strawberry milkshake type of smell. Anyway, so this is the heavy hold like version. We can basically say that both products are like definitely a firm hold pomade. Like, they provide exceptional amounts of hold, but you definitely notice right away that like this one is pretty damn thick. Like the other one scoops out like still pretty damn soft, but this one definitely has more of like a pastiness to it. It also breaks down much quicker, just given the higher like content of wax. Well, yeah, I guess, well, when we're talking about breaking down the product, as I mentioned yesterday, between the cologne and like the green tea or the lemon scent, I kind of verified it with some of my followers that like the cologne one is a little difficult to break down, but the other products just happen to break down a lot more easily. And so, I mean, we want it to break down easily, but the cologne is a little more difficult, but still acceptable. I mean, this is still like a really small time brewer, so like just in a few months, we expect him to like expand, and then the consistency of the product to really like improve and stuff like that. And so what we see right there, my hand slipping, is really that like separation between the product and like the water. And so what you have to do is just basically keep on working it in like short strokes until it really breaks down. You get that grip. So even though this is a heavier and waxier product, it still feels about the same applying it to your hair. Like, don't get me wrong, you will feel the grip of the wax. I have absolutely no doubt about that. But at the same time, I've had much worse experience applying like super heavy oil bases. So this one should be fine with you guys. And I've been taking really small scoops, so we might actually go with about 4 scoops today. The scent, just like with any of his other products, I mean, once you start agitating it, like, it persists in the room, but like it's not overbearing at all. Which is like, no matter what the scent is, whether you like it or not, you never want it to be overbearing, you just want it to be present. Alright, we're just going to take one more small scoop and we'll call it done. Oh. Going to the soft spot. So yeah, it looks like I just got into like a soft spot of the product, and then it was really easy to scoop out. So I guess that was just like the top layer that I was working through, which still wasn't difficult at all. So with the product all applied now, go ahead, start combing through it and kind of making sure it's really like distributed extremely evenly and well. Because with waxy products like this, like I said in the other review, it's really important that you don't have any like clumps or kind of excessive amounts in like small localized areas. And just as with the other pomade, like the medium hold, we noticed that the product has really softened up right now. It's really easy to work with, really malleable. And this is kind of like the styling portion, like the optimal like styling time now. So go ahead, start forming the part. And this is really good because this is a pretty damn heavy and really strong and firm product. So the fact that it does have like a short time period in the beginning when it softens up, that's really convenient for us, and it really makes styling a lot easier and just straight up possible. And we have, of course, really nice tucked away sides again. I mean, we already were able to achieve that with the medium hold, so this heavy hold does it with no problem at all. Alright, so with that done, let's go ahead and start forming the pump. And I think that's good enough. And we'll go ahead and just call it done because things look good, happy with it, and I mean, it was relatively done in like a reasonable time. So my sides are slicked back like before, has a little bit of volume to it, a little bit of life, so a good balance. Part is hard, sharp, and straight, and the pump height is like definitely above average again, just a really, really solid structure. And the thing is, if I wanted more volume, more height, I can easily get it. It just depends on like what you want. But if you want something like taller, you really need to focus during your application to really get it underneath. Like this is currently on the market the highest strength to weight ratio for the new water-based pomades, like for sure. So if you want volume, like you will be able to get it with this product. But yeah, so basically application is a little more grippier than like the medium hold, but still reasonable. I mean, it's not a problem at all. Consistency still has like a slight creamy, pasty, slightly sticky type of like feel to it. The shine is once again, yeah, just like about one notch above neutral, just a very light luster to it. The hold is like definitely really strong, really firm. The weight is still more on like the medium, like heavy side and stuff like that. And overall the control is really good. Something I didn't really mention before in the medium hold review, and also applies to that product, is that this product is like a really dry one. So it has like a high hold, high volume, and like a really dry feel. So you can actually really use this product also for like a textured loose pompadour. It won't be as like
kind of free or as malleable as like a clay, because clay really had that nice separation, but this one has that nice dry volume, which really works well for it. But yeah, so other than that, we'll go through our whole day now. I'll come back and we'll talk about the endurance, restylability, blah blah blah, stuff like that. All right, so end of the day, I'm back, and just to really just prove it, like since we already knew like even the medium hold Grim Grease can like kind of maintain a pompadour throughout the whole day, I decided to kind of style a more textured, loose type of pompadour during the day. So you can kind of see that this pomade, you already know, can last a day. If it's going to be stronger than the medium hold, endurance is already really given. And so what we kind of wonder is whether there's still enough volume to kind of mess around and style like a more loose and more textured type of pompadour. And that's like a good test to have every once in a while with a product, because if you're gonna style one during the day, what you really need is that like good volume to be maintained. And so what you can really see here is that like it still has a good amount of volume. Obviously, it's not as strong as before. Like if we do have the convenience of a comb, we can come back and restyle this product, and you'll see that like it stays strong, stays completely workable, and like if you want, you can always just finger comb it. And so with hot temperatures, like this product becomes soft and workable. It doesn't like evaporate, it doesn't go away. It softens up, so you lose a little bit of like just raw strength, but like overall control and everything, you still have it. You still have the ability to do a lot of good work with it. So something I forgot to touch on before I left, I kind of realized after I cut the clip that I didn't really talk about the slickness. And I mean, that's probably the one drawback of such a strong product, because like if you really push on that wax, you lose that like oil, and then you really kind of lose a bit of slickness. And so what we noticed is that like the hairs don't really catch together like really well or as well as it can. And so to turn that around, we can also get a more textured, a more like loose type of look. So the balancing of that. What we also want to talk about is kind of just like whether this product hardens up. Like if you're in like some air conditioned room, like it does like settle. It doesn't really harden up at all like a gel pomade, but it does settle. It will toughen up. Once you go in hot weather, like it stays soft, but it maintains hold. The scent for this one is actually pretty light. I actually do not smell it at all anymore. Like I just ran my fingers through my hair, so I don't really smell it too much on my fingers too. So this one's a little more light, a little more neutral. And just overall, like the shine was just a notch above neutral before, and this is what we have now is like a half a notch above neutral. And so, I mean, it lasts throughout the whole day, whatever shine it did have. It just has a nice little light luster to it. But yeah, overall, like, things still look good. It, like, trust me, I messed up my hair purposely to style this thing. Like, if I didn't, it would have been fine. Like, this product will maintain your hold. So, endurance, good, really good. Restylability, it's like definitely reworkable. It's actually harder if it's in cold temperatures. Like hardness just settles. It doesn't really like truly dry up and harden up. And washing this out, you will need a shampoo. You can't do this without water. And if you put in a little more than you should, then you will get a buildup of like a waxy buildup, really similar to the medium hold. But so that's a waxy buildup, and so that would be optimal if you're okay with buildups. But yeah, other than that, this has been a review for Grim Grease Heavy Hold. I would recommend it. It does receive my seal of approval. It's just a phenomenally like great water-based pomade, both the medium hold and the heavy hold. I wouldn't really suggest either over the other. Like, just go whichever one really smells your favorite. I mean, yes, this one's like heavier and stronger, but at the end of the day, drawbacks to like ups and downs to whether it's a medium or a heavy, I would probably opt with the medium. But if you want a little more kick, a little more hold, then yeah, just go for the heavy hold. The overall, like, just like the medium hold, I would really recommend this product. Like, it's definitely one of those new water-based pomades, but it's freaking like strong. Not everyone needs hold. A lot of people think they need a lot of hold, and that's not the truth. But for you guys who actually do need a lot of hold, this would be the choice. And at times I do need it, since not because my hair is like really unruly, but it's just really long, and so I need that hold. Other than that, take care guys, have a good rest of your Labor Day weekend, and I'll see you next week for another review.